Are you guys interested in Amazon Flex? I've been trying to find a way to make a little extra cash, but be flexible, do stuff on my own time. Everybody's been telling me about Amazon Flex for the past few years, and I'm just like, I don't want to deliver people stuff. When you got to make some money, you got to make some money. So I figured I'd apply and see what it's about. I applied in August of 2022. It says, hey, we're full. Check back later. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. I don't get an email. I don't get any confirmation or anything like that. I randomly checked the app one day and it said limited spots available, apply now. When I say apply now, it's because when you first sign up, you kind of give them like general details. When you apply, you show them insurance, your ID, all that kind of stuff. They run a background check, everything. Boom. I did it real quick. And about 3 days later, I was good to go. The app opened up for me. I could see all the routes. But as I said, you have to give them your insurance, your ID. They do a background check. They make you watch like 7 or 8 videos about how to do things the Amazon Flex way, safety, and how to use the app. So when you finally do get approved, it may take a while because I applied in August of 2022 and I got accepted finally in like late or mid October of 2022. Now we're in November. So you get to pick which stations you want to go to. So I'm in Dallas, so I got all these different stations in DFW. Wherever you're from, they might not have many stations. They might only have one station. You might have to travel far away just to get to the station. Luckily for me, there's one right down the street, so I can just pick up from there every day. But if I don't see something I like, if I don't see the route that I like or the amount or whatever, or it doesn't fit my schedule, I can go to Carrollton, Irving, downtown Dallas, whatever. That's all up in the app. There's different routes that you can pick, but you won't know where you're going, how many packages you have until you get there. That's the catch. All you're going to know is it is a 2-hour block, 3.5-hour block, 4.5-hour block, 5-hour block. And when I say block, I mean time. So you pick your block, whatever fits you, and then you go to the station. When you get to the station, you'll find out where you're going, how many packages you have. But if you do the available now, they send you an offer. It says, hey, do you want to do this route? And it tells you exactly how many packages, exactly where you're going, and you can accept or decline. That's why some people like to do that, because they get to pick or choose and they don't get any penalties. What are penalties, you may ask? If you sign up for a block, say Sunday night, you sign up for a block at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m. Monday. You got to be there like 15 to 20 minutes early, and you have to check in. And when you check in, it scans your face. It says, hey, I'm here. When that 15-minute period arrives, you can go and scan your badge. That's when you find out what you have. If you can't make it to your block, you have to give them 45 minutes or more to cancel. If you don't, you're going to face penalties. I think they give you your first one free. I'm not sure because I haven't done that yet, but you will face penalties and face deactivation from the app. I don't know what those penalties are. I just know that they exist. Might just be like strikes on your account. So you pick a block, you show up, you check in, you go scan your ID. It tells you where your route is. You find it in the warehouse. The people are super helpful. Make sure you ask questions. You show up to your little cart that has all your packages on it. It's stacked to the freaking ceiling and it says, hey, you're going to bumfuck Egypt. That happens to a lot of people, but at the same time, it's not always going to happen. So as I said, you go, you scan it. It says, hey, you got 40 packages and you have 4 hours to do it. A 3-hour block might pay $58. A 4-hour block may pay $71. You can get $81. If nobody's picking those blocks, it's going to go up. They call that the surge. My first week, I did 3 blocks. My first block was for $71 and I had 40 packages. That was my first Amazon Flex block. It was a 4-hour block and I finished in 3.5 hours. Don't forget, if you finish early, you're still getting paid. If it's raining outside or there's a tornado or a freaking snowstorm and they cancel you, you're going to get paid. That's the benefit of scheduling your block ahead of time. It was fairly easy. I showed up. Of course, there was an issue scanning my ID, but we figured it out. I go to my cart. There was 40 items. I took them to my car. When you scan one, it loads them all up for the most part. Apparently, sometimes it doesn't, and you might have to scan each one by one. If you've ever wondered why your Amazon package has a number on it, I now know, because those are the people's stops. When you get your packages and you go out to your car, you want to scan it and see which stop it is. Is it your first stop? Is it your second stop? Is it your 58th stop? So you know, as you're delivering, when you're maneuvering through the app, you can find your next package relatively easy. In Dallas, they pay twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. So you got a couple days to stack up your money and get that payday. The first block, like I said, it was 40 packages. I think it was a 4-hour. I think I got $72 for it, and I finished 30 minutes early. The only issue I had was the first apartment. I couldn't get in at first. Finally, somebody came down and let me in. Apparently, that's a major issue. Apparently, apartments suck and nobody likes doing them, but it's a part of the game. First block, I was probably, I don't know, I went to like 4 or 5 apartments. The rest of them were houses, and I ended with 2 businesses. My second block, like 2 days later, was $81 for like 4 hours, and I finished again like 30 minutes early. The very next day, I had a $72 block, and it was only 16 packages. I was like, hell yeah. But they sent me 30 miles away. I went to a different station just because that's what was available. So I drove 20 minutes to that station, and then I drove like 30 or 40 minutes away to go deliver these packages. And then I finished an hour early, but it took me an hour to get home. So hey, my first week at Amazon Flex was pretty easy. The money is decent. Of course, you're going to have to pay your own taxes. Of course, you're going to have to pay for your own gas. That's why you need to do your own research about taxes and all that other stuff and figure what's profitable for you. Some people only wait for the surge, and the surge is usually pretty good. You get up to $90, $120, $150 for some of these blocks, but people are going to snatch them up. Me, I prefer schedule, to know what I'm getting, to know that I have something set and it fits my schedule, because I do have a full-time job. I have a family. I don't need to be all sporadic with my work. They do have a partnership with some app called Stride. You can turn on Stride whenever you start, and it, counts all your miles, so you can add those for tax purposes to save yourself money in the end. I'm sure that you can tax a portion of your phone bill at the end of the year because you use your phone 100% for that job. For me, I think it's a good gig. You need to make $60. You want to make $100. 4 hours of your time, 3 hours, 2.5 hours of your time. Some of these blocks do come with tips, so they pay a little bit less, and the tips are supposed to cover it. The tips are not guaranteed, but a lot of people get tips. If you guys got any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them or make another video. I'm probably going to make a few videos on this topic, turn it into a series so people can have the information they need about these gigs. This is the only gig I've ever done, Amazon Flex. I've never done Uber or Postmates or anything like that, and I don't think I will. I think Amazon Flex is going to work perfectly for me and for what I needed to do. If you have any questions, jump down in the comments, ask them. If you think I'm stupid, go ahead and tell me. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a good one. See you next time.